Hello all, welcome to my channel Geopolitical Nature. This is my first video, and in this video I'm going to try to explain what this channel is going to be about and what this channel is not going to be about. So as the name suggests, it's a geopolitical studies channel. We are going to study geopolitical aspects around the world, geopolitical strategies of different countries around the world, and the strategical level of warfare throughout the different conflicts around the world. So different conflicts being the Syrian conflict, the Ukrainian and Russian conflict, the Indo-Chinese conflict, the conflict in South China Sea and between China, Taiwan, Japan, America, and so on and so forth. Now, before getting started with the thorough study of the strategies, I would like to give you a summary understanding of what warfare is. Now, warfare, based on where you look, for example, in the Ukraine and Russia conflict, the warfare can be divided into two sides. So one is the Ukraine bloc, which is, I consider, Ukraine plus the Western countries which are providing Ukrainians support, tactical support, the weapon systems, and so on, and the second side being the Russian side. So in these two spheres, the understanding of warfare is mostly the same but different in many aspects too. Now, in summary, in the NATO sphere, in the Western sphere, the conflict is divided into three levels. Those three levels are strategic, operational, and tactical level. I will just write it down on the board so that it will be much easier to follow for everyone. We'll set the camera. Yeah. So, in the Western bloc, the three levels of warfare: strategic, operational, tactical. Now, what does these three words mean? Strategic is the topmost level of warfare. Now, in this level, mostly the players which are there present are the high level Western bloc commanders, NATO decision makers. Then there might be NCA. NCA is the American equivalent of decision making group. Mostly it consists of president, secretary of state, and some other important people which I am not completely sure of. Then there might be the forward generals, Eastern General of Eastern Command, and so on. The operational level are the lower level generals, the generals which are actually in the battlefield or in the planning room. Mostly in this conflict in Ukraine and Russia, mostly they are the operational commanders of Ukraine which are fighting, planners, the people who plan and who are actually the support group of the commanders and generals. And the lower level colonels, who are also a big part in the planning community. Then the third level is the tactical level. The tactical level are the actual troops and the actual fighting force, the artillery, the cavalry, the air defense, the electronic warfare systems, the anti-projectile systems, and everything which are actually used in the war comes under the tactical level of warfare. Now this is a small introduction on the NATO doctrine, and these are the exact words present in the official literature of Western Bloc. Now this summary or these levels are exactly present in the Russian bloc, but the words are slightly changed because the meaning for the Russians is slightly different. Now in Russia or in the East, these levels are divided into three again, and the first one being, so I will just make a line, the first one being political, the second one is again the operational, and the third one is attritional. Now again, what does it mean? The political level, now as we are talking about just one country, it will be the political leadership of Russia, Putin, the Secretary of Defense, Shoigu, I guess, Minister of Defense, Shoigu Sergei, and the defense commander, I guess it's Valery. I have written the name down, I will just write it. Valery Gerasimov. So mostly we will be having the top level people of the Russian sphere. We don't actually know how the decision making in Russia is carried out because it is very black boxed. Even the Russian publications or the Russian outlets of literature are very black boxed to have an understanding of the political decision making in Russia, but it is, in terms of understanding, we know these are the top level people who are the decision makers in Russia. The operational levels in Russia or the Eastern Bloc is of course generals, commanders, and of course the planners. It's more or less basically the same. The generals are generals in the Russian war. Mostly are the warfare in Russian side is designed in such a way that generals mostly are on the battlefield fighting in the sense planning and strategizing and everything. And operational level of NATO is not the same, it's slightly different. Colonels and who are the one who are on the ground who fight. Then the third point is the attritional. Again, the attritional is the actual armed forces of Russia, being the armed forces of Russia, the cavalry, the artillery, the forces of Donetsk and Lugansk People's Republic, and so on. All these are present in the attritional forces. So the difference is not much, but the wording is different because the meaning of the words are different on different sides. So on this channel, what we are going to discuss going ahead is mostly the political level and the operational level. On the NATO side, again, the strategical and the operational level. Most of the wars around the world are either won or lost on the operational level or the political level. And in this conflict too, around all the maneuvers have been lost around the operational or gained around the operational level, or some in the political level. And we are going to discuss them one by one, as it is a strategical channel. It's a strategical studies channel. We are not going to discuss attritional fighting, the fighting about certain group or certain equipment, weaponry. We are not going to discuss how the fighting is happening around Ukraine. There are many more other sources which do that on regular basis, but we will look on the operational level strategy, why certain things were done and why certain things are not done in certain way, the political decisions made and why those political decisions are made, and what are the consequences of those political decisions all throughout. So that will be the complete scenario of what is going to happen in this channel. It will be very interesting, the operational studies and the political studies. Thank you very much for this first video. Sorry if the video is not that great, because it's my first video and I plan to improve on it. So let's see for the future. Thank you everyone, and we will meet in the next video.